Fire in a hole. Come in.
Hey, is it Alex?
It is.
Joseph Moore, Tom James.
Hi, Joseph. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you finally in person. Do you mind if I have a seat?
I would encourage it. It'd be awkward if you stood the whole time.
Do you mind if I use some place on your desk, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Put your stuff.
Thank you very much. And before I forget anything, here's my business card. Should you have any questions afterwards, feel free to reach out and give me a call, okay?
Okay, do you go by Joseph or Joey?
You can prefer, I actually prefer Joe if it's all right with you.
Joey, I mean, hey, it's your name, man. I'll call you whatever you want to be called.
Cool. And yeah, and I know it was awesome speaking to your dad, Mark. I know he's a great customer of Chiara's, and I know you probably didn't want to meet with me because you're not the biggest fan of shopping.
No, he told you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, Dad's got a big mouth sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good guy, but no, I'm not really a big fan of it. I mean, I'm kind of here just to entertain him. He's been harping on me a long time to kind of step my clothing game up. So here we are.
Does he feel like it's not up to par?
I wouldn't say it's not up to par. He just doesn't think it's appropriate for where I want to go.
Okay.
I still haven't got any time or much time in the courtroom my first 2 years, and you know, he thinks that I definitely have the background to be successful at our company. It's just that he thinks that maybe I'm not dressed for success, if you will. Does that make sense?
Of course. And congratulations, by the way, on Moot Court and Top Law Review, and that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I work hard and I study and know what I'm doing. I just never put a lot of value into, you know, what I wear is what I wear. You know, it's up here, right? If you can dress the best, but if you can't apply anything.
Amen. Amen. And I love that thinking, Alex. I do. But tell you what, what I really actually, when it comes to decisions on your clothing, should, besides you, anyone else be involved in this kind of decision, or would you be able to make it on your own if you did like anything?
I mean, I make my own decisions, but my girlfriend does do a lot of shopping for me.
Okay, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
Alrighty, yeah. Well, why don't I do this? I'll just kind of see if we can get you ready. I mean, what I'll do is, because I know you're not the biggest fan of shopping, I know you've had some negative experiences in the past, and I think for me as a professional image consultant, I think maybe this is something that I could help you out with. But again, if it's nothing for you, it's totally okay. I'll leave you in a good mood no matter what, all right? I just want to let you know that did you ever have a question on if this tie matches this, I'll be there for you, all right? I'm just interested in a long-term relationship, even if you're not trying to pick up anything, okay?
All right, sounds good to me, Joey.
Cool. And now, because basically what I understand is we have 20 minutes with our time, right?
Yeah.
And I want to be very respectful of that. So what I'll do with that 20 minutes is I'll just ask you a couple questions in the beginning, see kind of what your needs are, see if we can help you out with anything. And if we can, talk a little bit about Tom James. And if not, then like I said, I'll just get out of your hair.
All right, no worries. That's fair.
All right, cool. And let me ask you this. Do you mind if I take notes, by the way?
I would encourage it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my memory's not perfect.
Neither is mine.
All right. And what do you wear on a typical basis in the office?
Normally I just wear, you know, slacks and a polo.
Slacks and a polo, business casual?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll wear like a dress shirt, but it's just like, you know, a white dress shirt. I mean, I've seen other people wear those before, so I guess that's what you're supposed to wear.
Okay.
Not really sure. I mean, never really paid a lot of sense to fashion. I just kind of see some guys in the office and they're wearing something, so I just kind of grab stuff that looks similar. But most of the time I'm pretty casual because I'm out in the field a lot and I talk to clients.
Okay. And now, whenever I remember your dad saying that he felt like your clothing just wasn't at where he wants to be for where you want to go. And I'm curious, Alex, where is it where you want to go?
Well, I mean, I want to ultimately retire early and I want to travel. So make a lot of money up front. That'd probably happen if I was in the courtroom more. And, you know, when I'm traveling the world, I can wear whatever I want to wear, right? So.
Yeah. All right, well, let me ask you this. What, those lawyers who are getting the more appointments, the ones that you'd like to be someday, what do they wear?
I mean, they're normally older guys, so they're in a suit and a tie, but I don't know anything about buying that stuff. I don't want to look like, you know, I don't want to look like a buffoon, and I certainly don't want to waste a bunch of my money.
Right.
I'm just buying stuff that one, I don't need because I got plenty of clothes, and two, it's probably really expensive, and three, I really don't have time to shop. Like, I don't, it's not a priority of mine.
Okay. Thinking, all right. I mean, I definitely understand how you feel, Alex. Believe it or not, do you know David Trice? He's actually one of the guys in your office. He graduated 2 years before you. I know it's a big office, so I don't know if you guys come to
Yeah, he sits a couple desks down from me.
Yeah. So basically, what he was saying that whenever he dealt business with me too, he has actually a pretty extensive line of clothing. And what he really liked about it is because after what he said, he loved it because he had been able to talk more. He actually had conversations with the boss, one of the partners in the lawyer firm.
Oh, okay.
Just strictly about his clothing. You think it wouldn't be a big deal, but it's a foot in the door strategy. And to be able to have that kind of rapport established with your boss, it just kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean that guy kills it though. So I mean he's got to be dropping a lot of money on suits if he's getting them from you because he's to the nines. I've seen him.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing about us, Alex, is we provide value. And it's not like you're overpaying for something and you're getting underperformed. The biggest thing is to really, because have you ever had a personal image consultant?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, so what we do is, imagine this. Imagine you walk into the office and you just have a completely custom fitted suit. And you look good, you feel good, you smell good, you sell good. All right? So basically, as you're walking in, your boss sees you, talk with you, you kind of get a new confidence. And obviously, this will come for you because you're the one who's going to be wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you ever notice, I mean, for you, how many suits do you own again?
I don't know any.
You don't own any?
I have like a blazer that I've worn to like a funeral, but that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, say you got, say your boss said, Alex, I'm giving you a shot. And you got to be in the courtroom in 2 weeks.
Then I would probably go down to Joe's, and I've looked at suits, I've just never bought any.
Sure.
I mean, I know I can get a couple from them, and they don't seem like they're too expensive, and I mean, I guess they would work.
Okay. And you just kind of go in there blindly and say, hey, this looks good, and pick it up?
I mean, the internet.
Right.
Look at the internet, so
Yeah.
I'd figure it out, I guess. You know, white shirt, some kind of jacket,
Yeah.
some shoes on.
How long do you think roughly that would take as far as the internet search, the going to the store, the picking up something?
Oh, way too much time. That's why I haven't done it yet.
Okay. Sure. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, for you, I mean, where could you spend that time elsewhere as far as rather than being in the shopping? Because then if you did get that.
Well, I would probably spend some time doing some research for my clients. You know, I'm still studying to be the best lawyer that I can.
Good.
We specialize in environmental law, and that's constantly changing with things that are going on. And, you know, I just think that I could do more time in the field researching and studying legal issues to benefit my clients. That's how I would probably use it.
Sure. Yeah, and I tell you what, Alex, I mean, if I could show you something that would pretty much cater to what you would like to see in a courtroom and what would be considered courtroom appropriate, with saving your time and not having to do all that process, would you be interested in something like that?
As long as the price was right.
As long as the price was right. And as far as price, because I understand how you feel. You're making sure you want to get a good deal, right?
Yeah,
And
definitely. It's
honestly,
all about the value.
It's all about the value. So, okay, so basically you love the idea of saving time. And as far as price, yeah, well, because for you, I think you just need, I mean, to start off with something basic, nothing crazy. You don't have to buy 20 million suits, of course. But we can do this. Why don't we just, I'll go ahead and show you what we got and kind of see, sorry, I can show you what you got, and then if something looks good and it looks like a good deal for you, looks like the value that you want, then cool, we'll go ahead and talk about the next step. Sound pretty cool?
All right, Joey.
Alrighty. But yeah, as far as the value, the biggest reason I think we do so well is because why people need suits, especially for example, a lawyer. Say you're going into the in the courtroom and see, like I said, you get a big case. It sounds like you might need a suit.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's cool about us is we come to you, Alex.
Okay.
You don't have to waste time. And like I said, I am a professional. This is what I do. So you don't have to do the research. I mean, I'll bring quite a slew of swatches for you to kind of find out what fabric that you like the best, see what you would like to go best with each other, and I'll advise you. And I'll let you know what I think would work best with what, so that way you don't look like a fool in the courtroom.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Certainly, I don't want to go in there and misrepresent my clients. But you know, I really don't want to spend a lot of time meeting with you. A 10-minute meeting couldn't possibly be enough time to get this done.
To tell you the truth, Alex, it does not take long at all. Because for the first meeting would probably be the most lengthy. I'll admit that. It's because we take a 31-step measuring system. And as soon as I get all your measurements, then we'll put you in the system. Next time we meet with you, we don't have to do that, so we can just streamline it.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that way it saves you time in that way. Does that kind of address your concern with time?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it could be pretty quick, and you'll come to me?
That's right. And I can catch you at home, in the office, on your lunch break, whatever's easier for you.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Good. All right, and then also, too, as far as money, I'll go ahead and show you a couple of different packages, and but to show you kind of what we have as far as different swatches and feels. I mean, this is just a brief little synopsis about what we have. So I know, like I said, you're not super familiar with suits. I would usually recommend some of the more conservative due to the.
Yeah, I don't want conservative.
You like flashy?
Yeah, it's boring.
Okay, well check this out. And we got an entire selection of flashy. We've got the pinstripes, the argyle, a bunch of different ones that I think you really like, and I'll definitely bring in our next meeting.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That sounds good. Yeah, I don't want to be boring. I don't want to look like my father. Not that he's not a bad guy,
Of course.
but I got my own style, and
Sure.
I want I'm a young guy still.
Yeah.
I gotta
Okay.
look the part.
Bring a little life to it.
Exactly.
Okay, and then also keeping it professional, right?
Exactly. So you wanna look the part for the job, but you don't want to just blend into the point where nobody is gonna remember you. Because if I represent somebody well.
Yeah. Okay, and then Alex, I think the biggest thing, what I'll do for you is now just show you the value on how you get in the price. But for you, I think we'll start just with something small to get you in the system, get your measurements in there. It would be package C, which would be 2 suits, 4 shirts, 4 ties, all mixing and matching. That way, whenever you do get those law suits, that way you can actually go in there. And for those, what's cool about these? Say how many times do you wear a suit, like on a weekly basis? would you
Right
say?
now, I don't wear it very often, but like we've kind of talked about, that might be part of the problem. So,
Right.
I mean, if I was going to spend money on something, I'm going to use it. I'm not
Good.
going to waste my money.
I would hope so. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want you to spend a dime on a dust collector.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think if you started out with the 2 suits, what's cool about those is say you wear a suit twice a week. You break it up into our suits, believe it or not, rather than the normal ones you buy at Macy lasting 3 to 5 years, ours on average last 13 and a half years. So if you break that to the 2 times you wear it a week, 52 weeks, 13 years, that's less than 50 cents a day. Or 50 cents a wear, I'm sorry.
Well, how much do they cost?
So this entire package, rather than spending hundreds on every time, this entire one is just, it's just $12.99.
$12.99. I could buy 3 of those suits down the street for that.
You totally
You're
could.
telling me I'm saving money?
You could.
How is that? I could buy twice as many suits for the same amount of money.
Alex, I understand how you feel. Like I said, David felt the same way. But then they found that, especially for him, with the amount of time that he's going to be using, in comparison to the, like I said, $200, $300 suits you could buy, those aren't going to last you very nearly as long. Say you grow, say you change, say you just need an alteration. What's cool about this is you don't have to go to the store to get it tailored, taking a couple weeks. I'll come right to you and get it taken care of right away.
And how much does that cost?
That's a free consultation service to you.
That's free?
That's part of the value that you're paying for.
Okay. So
I know it just sounds like a big number up front, but when you break it down, like I said, less than 50 cents a day just for the suits, and then the service you're getting, it's totally less than that.
So you're saying that they're going to last longer, and if I need to make any changes to them, that's not going to be out of pocket.
Exactly.
All right.
And then say a button breaks off right before court time, I'll come right there and fix it for you on the spot.
Well, what's maintenance for these things like? As I heard you're supposed to, dry clean a suit or something like that.
So yeah, for us, our suits are all dry cleaned. Definitely shouldn't throw these guys in the washer. They're very much nicer than that.
Okay.
Alrighty, and what's cool about this also too, we've also provided a service that'll come to you wherever you're at, pick up the suit, take care of it, dry clean it, bring it right back to you wherever you need it.
All right. How much does that cost?
That also comes with a service that we provide.
Oh wow, you should have told me that first.
Yeah. That's kind of why we do so well at Tom James, is because just like I said, the value we provide for the clients, and for Alex, for you, I know, like I said, you want to grow up and you want to grow through the ranks in a professional way. And I think this just kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, now let me ask you this: are there different materials for the suit? Because, like I said, I'm outside a lot.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that, one of these might last a long time if I'm at a desk all the time, but if I'm out moving around,
Sure.
is that going to affect how durable it is?
So I definitely understand. So you want to be sure that if you're outside, something's going to be very durable, not really wear down.
Yeah, like I said, because I'm outside interfacing with clients. It's not like I'm just behind a desk.
Yeah. And then what's awesome about our Alex is because we have so many different types of materials. For example, our Oxford, it's notorious for not only breathing really well in the outside weather, but it's also being known for the most durable material because we actually interline it with canvas with a little bit of integration of horsehair. And I know that sounds a little crazy for someone who isn't so knowledgeable about clothes, but that's what keeps it structured. Like I said, we design our clothes to last. Does that kind of address your concern as far as the durability?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you know what you're talking about, and if it's made out of the good materials that'll last a long time, my concern is I just don't want to spend that money and then, because I didn't wear it for intended use or something,
Right.
all of a sudden I got a hole in my shirt because, a rock. I don't know, some ridiculous situation.
Extraneous circumstance, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and like I said, Alex, I think that's one of the biggest reasons why everyone likes us so much, why we do so well is because we provide so much value as far as fixing our clients' suits, as far as coming to them to be able to, like I said, cater to their needs
Mhm.
and make that suit fit you just right. Does that kind of address your concern as far as durability and cost and value?
It does. I mean, you've made a good argument of it lasting a long time, and
Like nothing of argument, just
sure you provided valid points that I wasn't aware of.
Okay.
So yes.
All right. And now, is there anything else as far as I can maybe clear up for you, make you feel a little bit more comfortable?
I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you see that it could definitely be as far as it could fulfill a need as far whenever you do get those clients in the courtroom. If you see the value and it's really kind of worth your buck, and as far as you can see how much time it could save you, I mean, if everything looks right, I think one of the next things I would suggest is for us to maybe meet up again. That way I can actually get your measurements and I can actually size you up for the suit for that seat package. How does that sound?
Would it be okay if my girlfriend was involved?
Sure. Bring her on down.
Okay.
Okay.
Down. I thought you were gonna come to me.
Bring her. Or I'll come on down to you guys.
Okay, that sounds better. I was just making sure.
Alrighty. And what's better for you? More like Tuesday or Wednesday next week?
Let's do Wednesday around 6:30.
Wednesday 6:30. You want to do your office or your house?
Let's do my office first.
Sounds good to me. All right, Alex. Well, I'll get out of your hair. I know you're busy and you want to get back to your books and studies, but I can't appreciate enough meeting with me. And tell your girlfriend I said hey, and I look forward to meeting with you guys both.
All right, Joey. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming by.
Of course, Alex. Take care of yourself.
Nice to meet you.
See ya.